Okay, let's talk about a headache pretty much every business owner knows all too well. Getting your sales system to actually play nice with your accounting software. Today, we're going to dig into a solution called x2x RMH for QuickBooks. Now, this thing is built to connect your point of sale or ERP system, like Retail Management Hero, directly with QuickBooks Online. The promise? To make all that data management stuff truly effortless. So let's see if it really delivers. So let's just get right to the core of it. At the heart of so many operational nightmares is this one simple, super frustrating fact. Your data is all over the place. Your sales are happening over here, and your books are way over there, completely disconnected. So does this whole scene feel a little too familiar? I mean, are you or your team spending hours, literally hours, just punching in numbers, trying to make reports match up, and hunting for those tiny, maddening little errors? It's more than just a waste of time, right? It's a real drag on your growth. This slide, well, it kind of says it all, doesn't it? On the left, you've got the old way. It's chaos, right? It's that manual process that's just begging for mistakes to happen. And then on the right, you have the promise of something way better. A flow of information that's automated, totally seamless, and actually accurate. That gap between the two, that's exactly what we're here to fix. Okay, so how do we get from that chaos on the left to the, calm and collected vibe on the right? Let's dive into the solution itself. So meet x2x RMH for QuickBooks. At its core, you can think of it like a super smart bridge. It's built specifically to automate the flow of all your critical business data. We're talking sales, inventory, customer info, the whole shebang, directly from where it all happens into your financial command center, QuickBooks Online.
And the benefits? They're pretty immediate and really clear. We're talking about finally getting rid of those little rounding errors that can drive you crazy on daily sales reports. We're talking about automatically keeping all your customer and vendor lists perfectly in sync and managing inventory and purchases without you having to lift a finger. It's really all about taking those tedious manual tasks right off your plate.
But look, this isn't just about flipping a switch and hoping for the best. It's about smart automation, the kind that you actually get to control. So let's take a look at how this system can actually adapt to your specific business needs. And getting started is honestly refreshingly simple. First, you configure your preferences so they match how you actually do business. Then you map your accounts to make sure every single dollar goes to the right place in your general ledger. And finally, you just enable the connection. It's a really simple setup that leads to a super powerful result. And this right here is where the real power comes in. The level of detail you can control. This is not some rigid one-size-fits-all system. You decide exactly what gets synced and how it gets synced. Need to turn on rounding for your sales? It's just a simple toggle. Want to manage inventory transfers between your different stores? You are in complete control. The software works for you, not the other way around. And hey, for those of you with more than one location, this is absolutely huge. You can set things up for each individual store, mapping everything precisely. This ensures your financial tracking is spot-on accurate, no matter how complex your operation gets. Automated systems are great, but only if you can actually trust them, right? And that's exactly why visibility and control are built into the very core of this solution. Think of this as your financial checkpoint. Every single transaction from your point of sale lands here first in what's called the Unposted Transactions Dashboard. This gives you a really crucial chance to review everything, make sure it's accurate before it becomes a permanent record in QuickBooks. Then, once you give it the okay, those transactions just move right over to the Posted Transactions log. And what this does is create a clean, clear, and permanent audit trail. No more guesswork about what's been accounted for and what hasn't. It's a fair question, right? In a perfect world, technology would never fail. But we live in the real world, so what happens when there's a little hiccup? And here's the answer. The system doesn't just give up and leave you hanging. It flags any transaction that failed, it tells you there is an issue, and it gives you a simple retry button. You're never left in the dark, and you always have the power to fix things fast. And this level of control, it stretches across the entire system. You've got a detailed activity log that tracks every single action. You get automated email alerts that keep you in the loop. And for admins, there's a central dashboard that gives you complete oversight to manage everyone and everything smoothly. So, when you bring all of this together, the automation, the control, the accuracy, what does it actually mean for your business in the real world? Well, just imagine this for a second. Imagine getting back up to 80% of the time that you and your team are currently spending on manual data entry and fixing mistakes. What would you do with all that extra time? Would you focus more on your customers? Plan your next big move? That's the real impact here. It really all boils down to this simple but incredibly powerful promise. A seamless connection between your systems leads to truly accurate accounting, which then empowers you to make smarter, faster decisions for your business. So the final question is really for you. Just think about your current process. Think about all the hours spent on data entry, on fixing errors. How much of that time could your business get back? So that's x2x RMH for QuickBooks. It's a powerful tool designed to give you back your most valuable asset, your time, and to give you complete confidence in your numbers. If you're ready to stop chasing errors and start really growing your business, it might be time to get started.